This is Lewis Arthur Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and William Hill. Delighted today to be joined for the first time in a while with Tommy Murphy. How's things been, mate? How have you been? It's obviously fight week now, but how's camp been for you?
Yeah, camp's been good. Training with Billy Rumbols now down in Sittingbourne. Yeah, camp's been good, sparring well, around good people and feeling good for Saturday.
100%. Well, we'll sort of touch on sort of training with Billy Rumbol now. This sort of new link up for you, new trainer. What sort of sparked the change for you now to sort of move down to Sittingbourne and start training there?
I've always known Billy and like the boys through like social media and stuff like that, and I was training well in not Canning Town, in Poplar with Alec Wilkie, and things just weren't going my way, I felt anyway. And then I took some time, 2 or 3 weeks, and then just happened to bump into Bill and started speaking to him. He said, I trained around a few other gyms, but I just felt this was more suitable for me. I gelled more to my style, and I got on with all the boys, and that's what really sold it for me, really.
And how important is it to have control of your career in a way where you feel like, you know, you might be stagnant, or, you know, you might not, sort of, you might be stagnant in a way and things might not be going the way that you want it to go. Important having control and actually looking for a change in some places.
Yeah. Well, it's good, like, obviously Al done a lot for me, got me 4-0, clean sheet, but now I just feel more comfortable, like, in myself. Down here, like, I've moved away from London, I'm living by myself, and it's made me feel more of a, like, grown up. Like, I feel more mature in and out of the ring, feeling better, and I've got a good managerial team now with John Trethway, Aaron and Mo Pryor, and they're looking to keep me busy, so it's good. Like, I've got the whole rest of the year to look forward to. It's not like one step at a time. Like, obviously I've got to win the fights, but it looks like it'll be a good year for me.
And you talked about moving sort of away, living on your own. How big of that is a decision for you now? Just to, you know, you've got no more distractions anymore, nothing like that. You're fully on your own, and you're just looking at your own path in boxing now.
It's a big decision. I've always lived at home with my mum and my sister and my brother and my dad, and I've never had to do anything for myself, obviously, growing up. But I moved away, learned how to do everything slowly but surely. Do you know what I mean? It's a big headache, but I think it was just the time for me to grow up and sort of go from a boy to a man in every sense of life, really. And like, obviously, I don't really know no one down here other than the people in the gym, but I couldn't have asked for anything better, to be honest. This is one of the best decisions I've made.
And you talked about training with Billy now. With yourself being a southpaw, him being a southpaw, I've always said he sort of knows, you see the work that he's done with Martin, he knows how to get the best out of sort of southpaw. So how beneficial do you think that is for you now? Sort of getting trained by a southpaw, someone who knows what it's like to be like you.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Alec Wilkie was a great trainer, and he taught me everything I know up to this point. But like I said, I felt for my style, me and Billy suit. Like, Billy's a southpaw, I'm a southpaw. We're both right-handed southpaws. So I just thought it was a clip. We did one round, like around the pads, and you would have thought we was training together for ages. And we've clicked since then. He's took me out sparring. I've been sparring really well, and it was just, we clicked instantly, really. I've only been here just under 2 months, and it feels like I've been around the team for ages.
Sort of fighting this Saturday, back out there, keeping sort of active. How are we sort of looking forward to Saturday, and how would you sort of say things are going, sort of kicking on from now towards sort of the second half of the year?
Yeah, well, Saturday's just, ideally I would have liked the 6-rounder, but it's just really a fight to me and Bill to gel together, our first fight, and then hopefully I can get out in September, October in a 6-rounder, maybe 2-3 6-rounders or 2-3 fights this year of it after Saturday, and then maybe an 8-rounder beginning next year, just looking to set up either a big opportunity middle of next year or the end of next year, really.
And how important would you say it is to have these fights to gel in with guys like Bill over this new team, getting used to your sort of new surroundings? Is it important to have fights like this where just to sort of gel in and get things going again?
Yeah. I'd need the 4 rounds under Bill just to see how we get on, like, in the ring in them circumstances. Obviously, it's a lot different going from sparring to fighting. Like, there's a lot on the line, and obviously there's going to be a lot of eyes on us and my performance on Saturday, where I've changed gyms and made a big decision and left gyms and come here. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm fairly confident that this is the right move for me, and you'll see a much different fighter to the fighter you've seen in my last 4 fights.
And is it also a good benefit to have guys like Martin and Brandon, who are sort of the same weight to you, very like sort of similar weights, where, you know, if you need, sort of, you've got ready sparring there, or you know, you don't have to look too far away from potential sparring, and sort of guys that are very similar to sort of yourself in a gym environment?
Yeah, well, I've done rounds with both of them, and you can't get much better than Martin at the moment. He's one of the best in the country, and hopefully he gets a chance to prove. Anyway, he's already proved that he is one of the best in the country, but hopefully he gets his big break soon. And like him and Brandon got different styles, so I've sparred some rounds with Brandon as well, and I can learn off both of them. So I feel like if I get an opponent down the line, there's not much ground I can't cover with the people in the gym.
100%. Well, Tommy, just want to say thank you for coming down and taking the time to do an interview with me. I appreciate it. It's good to catch up with you, mate. And yeah, all the best. All the best. Thank you, mate. Cheers.